Morning and welcome to my channel. Today I'm making some coffee filter doily envelopes, and these are filters I've got left over when we used to use them, so don't laugh, I tea dyed them. We bought a new coffee machine that did bean to cup, so we didn't need them anymore, so I decided I would dye them, and as I usually tea dye, that's what they got dyed with. Now, I found that wet glue goes through doilies. I found that very early on in my junk journal journey. So I'm using the glue stick on the middle bit, like this. And then, whoops, sorry for the noise. I'm just putting that approximately in the middle, I think. Sort of like that. I never get it completely in the middle. And then I'm going to go round the edge with some art glitter glue. This doesn't seem to show through so much, and on the edges it's not too bad because we'll be decorating. So I'm just put it round the edges like this to the middle so that it holds it down, and I will now go round all of these. How come you always miss a bit? All of these. I want to make a couple, so I am going to stick, and look at that lovely edge there. I want that to be the flap. I'll put that on there. Actually, I'll put that there, that way round, I think, because I've got that lovely bit there and I've got a bit here, and I'm going to fold it into the middle to make the envelope. I'll make that the flap. So I need to glue this one as well. Okay, I've glued all these down. Even with the prick stick, you still get the glue stick, you still get a bit come through, unfortunately. The art glitter glue is not so bad, but anyway, you don't really see it in the end. Now I want this to be the flap because I like that, so I just need to find the middle, and then you fold these pieces, the sides, into the middle like that. And then I did want that piece there, but I'm not sure whether that will start. Well, I think it will. I need to move that bit out. You have to sort of do it at an angle. There. And this will fold down as your flap of your envelope, like that. And then you can put a card in there. So now it's folded, you glue it just down this piece here, and this side as well here. Oops. Like that. So I hope you're all well. We've got a beautiful sunny day here today, but we had awful rain last night. I don't mind it raining at night though so much. I mean, I think we're going to have plenty of water this year, as we've got this rain that's been here for the last 2 weeks, off and on. It's gradually getting better. So I have my 2 envelopes like that. I'll start with this one, and what I've got, I'd done a ruffle of, where are we there, of some book pages I had left over, vintage book pages. They're really handy for ruffles. So whenever I've got an odd page, I make them into a ruffle like that, and I'm going to glue that along there. and we've got friends coming next week to stay, so there's lots of cleaning going on. Okay, you just stick that on there, and then what I have is I'm doing a toilet roll project coming up soon, so I've still got a lot of toilet rolls, and I've just been cutting shapes out, and I cut this out to go on there, but I've also got a scrap piece of paper that I can use to make the cover for it. So actually I think I'll go down there with the rose. Like that. So I'm going to glue that onto there. And then I will ink around it. So this now glues onto here, like this. Oops, like that. I think that's the rose, the right way up. There. And then what I've got is a bow I've made from some crocheted lace, and I thought I would glue that onto there so it hangs down there. And again, I'm going to use this glitter glue, I hope. For some reason it's decided it's not playing ball. I don't normally get any problems with this. Oh, no, here, no, it stopped again. Well, that took a bit of getting out. Sorry about that. So that is going to sit on the middle there. So I'll just hold it down for a little while. Like that. And then I'm just going to decorate the back. And what I've got for that is I pulled out my botanist sticker book, and I found a berry one here for a sticker, but I'm going to go around the edge of it and cut it out thinner, because they do have a very large edge around them, these stickers, and it's not always great. Okay, I've cut that out. Now I just need to, hopefully, yes, there we go, pull it up. You have to do this very carefully, because before now I have torn some of these. You have to work your way around slowly. Like this. Like that. Now these don't stick very well either, so I do put the art glitter glue on as well to give it a bit more of a chance to stick down. I don't know why, whether it's the tea dye on the doily, I have no idea, because I'm not putting it on the coffee filter, so I don't know why it does it. Oops, there. I'm just going to put that in there. Even with the glue, sometimes it's quite difficult to make sure it adheres to the paper. Keeps popping up now and then. And then what I've got, here we are, I've got a scrap here. And what I'm going to do here is just tear that off, do a bit of inking around the edge. It's this sort of scripts are quite good for this, just to do a kind of a label on the bottom. Oh dear, and we're deciding we're not going to play ball now again. I keep getting an air bubble, and I don't quite know why, because I've never had it in this before. I have with the other one, the tacky glue. I never have with this. Why is sticking a small piece of paper on so difficult? There. Just putting that on the bottom. And look, it's bubbling out the top. Now again, I've not had that before. Oh, go in. That's it. There. Oh yeah, I quite like that. Simple. And these are quite simple to make, as you can see. So that's one. Then there's this one. And for this, I'm thinking I'm going to put, where are we? These. One of these on here. I think this little girl, she's cute, isn't she? Here. I'm just going to tear around it. These are from, is this Polka Art Studio as well? No, Sweet Pea Curiosities, sorry. Sweet Pea Curiosities these are from. Now, I'm going to put that on here, but I want to back it with something. So, what have I got? Thought I had some, here we go, in the little pot. Here, I've got some Hessian here. Oh, I had some more in here, but obviously not. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is put that piece there. What do you think? Bring this down a bit. Take that up a bit. Like that. And I'm going to ink round this just to, because it is black and white. Just glue all this down now. So that's the front, the flap, and then on the back here, I've got these love labels from Paper Cameo. I'm really being good with all of this. Ooh, quite like that. Ooh, I like that as well. Yeah, that's too small. That's quite nice, isn't it? Oh, I like that one. No, I think I'm going with that one. Definitely. Put them to the side. And I'm just going to punch around the corners off here. Ink this up. So I've got nothing on this coming, well, I'm filming this during the week, but this will come out on Saturday. I've got nothing going on this weekend. As I say, we have some people staying next week, so I think it's going to be housework weekend, which I don't overly enjoy. Then I've got some pieces here of fabric. Something a bit bigger. Maybe something like that. This is what I've printed onto fabric. So I've printed some script pages onto fabric. Quite like that there. And then what about something like that there, over a bit further, like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, time to glue that one down. There, I like that. Oh yeah, you see, you'd be able to clip that over a page. And that could easily go in a pocket or a side pocket. Okay, now I need to do some cards for the inside. Okay, what I've done, I've chosen a photograph to go inside this one. This is from Ruby and Pearl, and as we've got a little girl on the front, I went with this one. Now, I need my ruler, because I do need to trim it down a bit for it to fit in, because I'm going to be backing it as well. So the size doesn't matter so much. I've got this piece of vintage, scrap of vintage French paper, book page. I want to put this on the back on there. But how much of it do I need to trim down? I think I might just need to take a little bit off the bottom here. It's very fragile paper, as you can tell from the tearing. It kind of falls apart. So you just have to be very gentle with it when you've got paper like this. I believe this is from the late 1860s, so, or the late 1800s. Like that, and then tear a bit off the side here. There. And then I'm just going to ink around the photo and stick that to there. I'm keeping this one quite simple. Well, in fact, both cards I will be keeping quite simple. But you know what I'm really pleased about is the amount of ephemera I'm using up and bits and pieces I've got that I've had for months, years. Well, not quite years, I haven't been doing this for years. But I'm gradually using everything up, which I'm so pleased about. Well, gradually, of course, it's probably going to take me 10 years to use everything. As long as I don't get any more, which I probably will. Because I won't deny it, I do love making journals with the kits. They're so gorgeous, but I also like a bit of mixed media as well. I'm beginning to enjoy that. So if you check out my tags video I put up on Monday, and I did start a bit of art journaling, but it was my first one and it wasn't very good. But that video's up as well. It might be worth taking a look. and I'm going to start doing some more, I think. I went out and bought myself an actual art journal watercolour mixed media pages, rather than using an old scrapbook album I had that you have to, doesn't stick very well, anything, or paint. Okay, I'm going to put this on the back here, not all the way though, just to give it some stability. It is still quite, and it is fragile. So I will tear it off about there. And then about there, so that it's got something to write on, but also gives it that stability, as I say, on the back there. And I will just ink around this. Again, it's something I do like inking. I struggle when I don't do it. I'm making a custom order at the moment for a birthday journal, and she wants it modern. And I've been really struggling with not putting any ink around it or grunging it up, because lately my journals have been a bit more kind of grungy or like this, more vintage. But you go with what the customer wants, don't you? Not doing much with that. And that fits in there. Yes, it does nicely. Now you could just clip this into a journal page if you wanted to, just with a paper clip, maybe a rusty paper clip. Anyway, now on to the next card. The next one is for this, and I've got a Polaroid from Raindrop Lila. And for this, I'm just going to ink around the edges, but I am going to round the corners like this, and just ink around the edges. This is going to be quite a straightforward one, as I'm kind of keeping it the neutral, because I don't actually know what I'm going to be using them for. So this should fit in here. Oh dear. Do it gently. Yeah. What you have to be careful of is when you are sticking, you don't stick everything else down with it, because the glue does go through. Right, that fits in there nicely. And then on this, I'm thinking of a Love Junk Journals label. Perhaps, I've no idea what they say. It's a small one like that. No, I like this one. Yeah, just a small label, just adds a bit of something else to it, doesn't it? There we go. So that's quite straightforward, that one. And put that in there. Like that. And then this one, which was fine, but I did notice, I told you the paper was so frail that I decided to use some of this metallic tape that looks like vintage tape. Just thought I'd put that on there and wrap it round, just to make sure it doesn't tear too much. And this one will go in here like that. So that's my 2 coffee filter doily envelopes. I'm going to be back with some more coffee filter videos with pockets next, I think. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget to hit the like button and let me know what you're making at the moment. Thanks a lot. Bye.